Right, joining me now is the president of the Killarney Vale Bombers, Paul Forster. Paul, welcome.
Thank you very much, Gary. Thanks for having us here at Adelaide Street Oval with the Run Against Violence. Very happy to be doing this on behalf of the Killarney Vale Footy Club. I reckon it's a great initiative. So, yeah, thanks very much.
No worries, mate. I really appreciate you taking time from doing your 400s there. It was really, really good. I see that you're really striding out. But the club, you've done some wonderful things with the oval here. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, so far this year we've had subsoil drainage put in, which is, as you can see, has dried it out tremendously, made it playable virtually all year round. Suffering a little bit from the initial drainage works, but it'll be better next year. We've obviously done a lot of work in relation to the new the new interchange benches. Murray's going to fix them up this week, finish them off this week in terms of the benches in there. We've done the fence at the front. That's a $10,000 fence, or $20,000 it was, from one end to the other with the boom gate, keeps all the hoons out. The neighbours are happy with it. Obviously in recent years too, we've scoreboard, awning to the change rooms. A lot of works that have been going on. Grant money, AFL's put in some funding, and the council. So yeah, we're trying to make this the premier AFL ground in the region, not just on the Central Coast.
Certainly heading in the right direction, Paul. Also, another big initiative, I suppose, for Killarney Vale this year was the introduction of the women's side. How's that been?
Oh, look, fantastic for the club and for the women. As you can see, half the players here that are training are the women, and that sort of put a whole new complexion on training for the men as well. They're getting here more to either impress the women or do other things in relation to competing for the club. But what it's also done is created a whole different culture on the basis that they want to get in and do things for the club, and it's dragging the blokes in as well, that saying, okay, you're doing that, we'll do this as well. And yeah, we had our first win on the weekend for the women, and they just went through the roof. They're thrilled to bits, and yeah, bigger and better, I reckon, next year.
Yeah, it certainly is. Also, another big event for the Killarney Vale Bombers earlier this year, Daniel Lloyd getting picked up by GWS Giant. What impact has that had on the club?
It's had an impact on the basis that we've got our name, our brand out there, and it's also attracted a lot of interest internally in the club, as his selection has suggested that what's his name? Mark McVeigh. So I was trying to think of his name. Mark McVeigh, who still has an involvement with this club and will have an involvement next year, is going to be around, and the suggestion that there could be more selections from this club, whether that be the case, whether we've got anyone good enough is yet to be seen, but it sort of had an impact to say this is the club to be if you want to play in the AFL, so to speak.
It certainly is there, and look, so obviously clubs like this don't run on the spell of an oily rag. Obviously you've got some good sponsors behind you.
Yes, look, our sponsors, our main sponsors are Westfield, Hero Sushi, and Batto Bay Bowling Club. We've also got Express Lube on Tuggerah Straight, Whitey's Right Price Tyres up at the roundabout there at Tumby. They're the main sponsors. We do have a few minor sponsors. I should mention Berkman's Accountants, because that's Wazzy, plays in our third grade, and he sponsors us as well. Thanks very much, Woz.
Good on you, Paul. Thank you very much, mate. As a head of the Bombers, they're heading in the right direction. One of the strong clubs in the Black Diamond AFL. So thanks very much for your time today, and also for hosting the Run Against Violence night.
Thanks very much, Gary.
There you go. There's Paul Forster, the president of the Killarney Vale Bombers.